she goes, started up for the first trip of the year. It's just after Easter. The boat's all painted and lovely. Got new cleats, new ropes, the bikes are strapped on, and we're ready to go. So it's just came out of flood yesterday, and I think it's going to go back in again possibly tomorrow because there's more rain due. But it's amber decreasing and proceed with caution, so we're going to try to get around the corner and probably just go to Shardlow, which is not very far from where we are. So see how we get on. It's just nice to be moving and have a different view, although we've loved being at this boatyard for the winter, and it's really nice around here. And here we go. To be driving her again. Feels like a long time. Oh, that's it. It's always a bit nerve-wracking going onto a river when it's yellow. Proceed with caution. I'd rather not, but if we stay here and it rains a lot tomorrow as it's due to, we'll be here for the foreseeable. And it's been in flood here apart from about 15 days since October, so it's time to escape. We will probably still get stuck down there because the canal that we're going on to intersects with river here and there, so there's floodgates for a while, but at least it's a change of scene and we can say that we've started, and that's exciting. Always at the beginning of the season I forget how everything goes and forget how the locks work and everything. Luckily Henry does those, but it's so nice to be out again. And although it looks a bit pants, it's actually really warm, so that's fine. And we're a bit used to the rain now, so you know, let it rain. First lock, and we're being helped by CRT, and this boat's moving, and I've just got to go around this boat that's coming in. What's this coming in to do then? I wonder. That's quite good timing, isn't it? Thank you.
All right, thanks.
two lock gates here and we don't know which one to go in. There's very strange eddies pulling us around, so we're just going to go and have to check it out. And that's it for our first morning. Around the corner, chimneys behind us. We found a mooring spot here, not a Shardlow yet, and the M1 is just over there, but from here it's just a sort of rush in the background. We're going to go and see what mooring is like further on, but at the moment it's quite busy, so we've grabbed a mooring spot where we can. Look how shiny she is. Shiny, shiny, not a scratch. And I don't want any scratches for at least 2 weeks. Well, we didn't get very far yesterday. We stayed around the corner on Sawley Cut, and we're just moving a bit today, going down to Shardlow, the other side of the lock gates, because there's a lot of weather coming in. It's going to be windy, wet and warm this weekend for a few days, so all the rivers will get shut again. So we just want to move on a bit so that we don't get stuck here. And also it gives us a bit of power, warms our water up and gives us a different view. There's something rather large coming down the river. Oh, it's a large wide beam with smoke puffing out the back. It's amazing how big some of the boats can be up here. All of a sudden there's boats hither and thither. It's nice to see people moving around. I wonder if he's waiting for us to move so he can come in here. The TARDIS has shrunk. That's cute. Well, we're just in Sawley Floodlock and not sure if the rate is rising or not, but it's in amber, not far off the red but not in red yet, and it's a short section of river, so we're just going to make a bolt for it down to Shardlow. There's a huge weir on the right, and yesterday when we came to it, it was roaring, so we're going to have to go past that nice and fast. Well, we've been in this floodgate for half an hour now. We cannot open the front gates, not even with the help of the boat a little bit. We don't really want to force it. Checked the gates at the back again. Even with the two of us, we just can't get the gate open. So I don't really want to be stuck in a floodgate for ages. Well, we're through with a bit of help from the nose of the boat, but God, that was difficult. Okay, I'm gonna shoot up here now, cranking it past the weir. It's quite high over there. Logs and trees and debris caught up in it. Good, safely passed. So nice not to be up there. Always make sure you go the right way on a river so you don't get swept away to your doom. And that's a welcome sight. Trent and Mersey Canal. Still quite a flow on the river up ahead. We've got 2 more floodgates to go through, and then we won't have to worry about the rain for a while. That looked tricky.
It was. One was nice and cosy.
You get moments sometimes on the river when you're against the flow and the boat's not going the way you want it to. And we found a nice mooring spot outside 2 pubs, 2 country pubs. I have to say Shardlow has no shops but many pubs, so at least you can eat. Pretty round here, lots of nice red brick, and all the trees are just starting to bloom. Well, we just managed to escape because all the floodgates have gone up again. And we're in this nice little enclave here, 2 pubs, and because the rain's going to come down again today, we're off to get the bus into Derby. All the fares are £2 a pop, so why not? Derby is a town under regeneration, but we found the Museum of Making to be one of the best things there. There were fantastic sculptures inside and lots of demonstrations of the local people who make things around here, such as glass and pottery and textiles and printing. And there were lots of videos here of their working practices and how they found it working as a local artist in Derby. There were rooms where children could go and make things, and outside there was a robot, a very mournful looking robot that had been made in one of the assembly or assemblage sessions here. The best thing for me were these photographs by Red Saunders called Hidden Derby, local people enacting camera stories of innovation and disruption from Derby's past. This first one was a conflict called the Lockout in 1833. And this one was a take on Joseph Wright, a local painter, called The Orrery. You've probably seen the original. And this one was about the Sikh pilots who flew for the RAF in the war. Outside, there are some nice pedestrian streets around, but like a lot of cities at the moment, many shops were shut or they were pound shops. While we were there, we popped into the art gallery to see the real painting of The Orrery by Joseph Wright. We've got a sad situation because there's a tiny duckling outside our boat, and the mother duck, the other 7 ducklings has gone way down the towpath the other way. She's completely out of sight now. So we're going to have to try and rescue this duck and catch up with her. Oh dear, it's gone to the other side of the canal now, so we've had to change our strategy and see if we can get it from the towpath. It keeps getting attacked by the other ducks. Here comes Henry to the rescue with the washing up bowl. Oh, you haven't got a big net. 2 more people to the rescue with a long stick and a bucket, but it's just impossible to gather the little thing up. So while that was going on, we took a quick cycle along the flooded cycle paths into Castle Donington, and we stopped for a coffee in a rather nice French cafe bar there and found a brilliant hardware shop. And then when we got back, how old are they, do you think?
Well, we've only seen them today, but they look a bit older than a day, don't they?
Yeah, it's difficult to say really, isn't it?
They're only a couple.
Well, we just got back to the boat, and the 2 guys who live here, who we saw earlier, have managed to catch the second duckling, and they've eaten a little bit of food. Apparently they eat cut up greens and moistened oatmeal. The mother is still nowhere to be seen. They've looked all the way down there, but this is her stretch of canal, so she may come back at some point. Meanwhile, they're foster dads. And that's that now, but it's a good end so far. Well, that's us off to pastures new. We've had a really nice time here in Shardlow, but it's time to move. It's 2 days mooring here, and we've had our 2. I can't film outside because it's super windy. Storm Kathleen's coming over. The winds are about 40 kilometres an hour at the moment, which is a bit much really for narrowboat. But we're not going far, 2 locks and about 3 miles. So hopefully we'll get there okay. See you on the next video. Have a good week and see you soon. Bye.